Hello. In the previous lecture, we discussed about randomized block design. Today, we will discuss Latin square design, that is LSD. And this is very important design and some different type of design, and it is used frequently in field experimentation. In RBD, the whole of the experimental area is divided into relatively homogeneous groups, that is blocks, and then treatments are allocated at random to units, that is plots, within each block. It means that the randomization was subjected to one restriction. Okay, randomization was subjected to one restriction, that is within blocks. Means treatment random allocation of the treatments will be done within blocks. But in field experimentation, it may happen, means it is found that experimental area exhibits fertility in strips. Okay, means in field experimentation, it is found that experimental area exhibits fertility in strips. For example, cultivation might result in alternative strips of high or low fertility. Okay, this cultivation might result in alternative strips of high or low fertility. RBD will be effective if the blocks happen to be parallel to these strips. RBD will be effective if the blocks happen to be parallel to these strips and will be extremely inefficient. Note this point. It will be extremely inefficient if the blocks are across the strips. Means it should not be across the strips. Initially, fertility gradient is seldom known. A useful method of eliminating fertility variation consists in an experimental layout which will control variation in two perpendicular directions. Okay, means it will control variation in fertility in two perpendicular directions, and such a layout is known as Latin square design. In exam, it is asked that what is the Latin square design, give the layout, what are the advantages and disadvantages of LSD, what are the statistical analysis of the LSD. So in different way questions are asked in your exam. So here now we will discuss layout of design. In this design, comma, the number of treatments is equal to the number of replications. This is important point. Number of treatments is equal to the number of treatments, and in this design all the principle of design of experiment are used, that is randomization, replication, and local control. This is the design in which all the three principles of design of experiment are used. So in this design, the number of treatments is equal to the number of replication. Thus in case of m treatments, means suppose there are m treatment, okay, then there are m cross m, that is m square experimental units. Means you have to divide the whole experimental area into m square experimental units. Suppose you have 5 treatments, then 5 into 5, that is 25 units will be there. Means you have to divide the whole the experimental area into 25 plots, that is unit. The whole of the experimental area is divided into m square experimental units, that is plots, and then m treatments are allocated at random to these rows and columns. Okay, m treatments are allocated at random to these rows and columns in such a way that every treatments in such a way that every treatment occurs once and only once in each row. This is important line. Each treatment occurs once and only once in each row and in each column. Means there is no repetition of the treatment in any row and or in any column, and such a layout is known as m cross m Latin square design, LSD. This design is extensively used in agricultural experiments. For example, if we are interested in the study of the effect of m types of fertility on the yield of a certain variety of wheat, then it is customary to conduct the experiment on a square field, okay, with m square plots of equal area to isolate treatments with different fertilizers and row and columns effects with variation in the soil fertility. Obviously, there may be many arrangements for an m cross m LSD. A particular layout with 4 treatments A, B, C, D of 4 cross 4 LSD is given below. If there are 4 treatments, then it will be replicated 4 times, and we will prepare a square such that there are 4 rows and 4 columns, and we have the layout as B C A B D C in first row. Similarly, In second row it is B, A, C, D, and in third row D, C, B, A, and lastly in fourth row C, D, A, B. You see that no treatment is repeated in any rows and no treatment is repeated in any columns. So this is the main points which should be kept in your mind. Now we will discuss advantages of LSD. There are so many advantages of LSD. Some chief advantages of LSD are as follows. Number one, with two-way grouping or stratification. With two-way means we are controlling the fertility gradient in two-way, row-wise and column-wise, means parallel or perpendicular. So with two-way grouping or stratification LSD, with two-way grouping or stratification, LSD controls more of the variation than CRD or RBD. Means LSD is important in controlling the variation, more variation than CRD or RBD. Second point is that LSD is an incomplete three-way layout. This is important point. LSD is an incomplete three-way layout. Its advantage over the complete three-way layout is that instead of m cube experimental units, only m square units are needs. Okay, in three-way design of experiment you will have m cross m, that is m cube treatments, but in this design you have to use only m square units. Thus a 4 cross 4 LSD results in saving 64 minus 16, that is 48 observations over a complete three-way layout. This is the advantages of LSD. Okay, means there are no need of more treatments, more observations. Third point is that the statistical analysis is simple, though slightly complicated than for RBD. Even with missing data, the analysis remains relatively simple. This is the advantages of the design. Now the fourth point is that more than one factor can be investigated simultaneously and with fewer trials than more complicated design. Okay, more than one factor can be investigated simultaneously. This is very important, and with fewer trials than more complicated design. So you can write fourth point as more than one factor can be investigated simultaneously. Now the disadvantages of LSD. Number one point is that the fundamental assumptions that there is no interaction between different factors may not be true or in general. Okay, That means there is no interaction between different factors may not be true in general. But means it is not generally true. There is always interaction effect between two treatments, but we ignore generally. Unlike RBD, second point, unlike RBD in LSD, the number of treatments in is restricted to the number of replications, and this limits its field of applications. Okay, LSD is suitable for the number of treatments between 5 and 10. This is the main drawback. This is suitable only for the treatment 5 to 10. Okay, and for more than 10 to 12 treatments, this design is seldom used, since in that case the squares becomes too large. This is the main point why you cannot use more treatments, since the squares becomes too large and does not remain homogeneous. Okay, next point is that in case of missing plots, when several units are missing, okay, the statistical analysis becomes quite complicated. In case of missing plots, when several units are missing, the statistical analysis becomes quite complicated. For example, if one or two blocks in a field are attacked, okay, if one or two blocks in a field are attacked by some disease, then in RBD we can easily omit the data for these blocks without complicating the analysis at all. Whereas a much more complicated analysis is required for LSD. So this is the main disadvantages of Latin square design, and in next lecture we will discuss its analysis, and analysis is also very simple. So this is all about our today lecture. Thank you.